Hello, hello. I hope you're all having a great afternoon. So, let's see what we got. I'm just gonna start. Jess here, in case you didn't read my name on the channel. I'm gonna get a crystal. I got some tea leaves. I got my alien deck, um, my traditional Rider-Waite. Got Heal the Heartbeat underneath with rhodonite. Beautiful little hummingbird there. And Transmutation with black tourmaline. And that's funny because I actually did find my black tourmaline that I forgot about in the car. So that was a nice little surprise today. Yes, no, that was yesterday. Yesterday afternoon. I'm going to get a couple of tea leaves first. We got goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Nice. Which also really points to that hummingbird really lifting off. And if you've ever watched a hummingbird, it's like that super fast little rambunctious energy, and it uses a lot of sucrose or sugar to power its little body and go far distances. So we got beetle with good fortune and valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success, which also really points to that far distances. That feels like it's significant. So something really awesome is coming in. Good fortune in a material or spiritual way. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So it looks like it's probably both with that coming through. Really grounding, really grounding our energy. I felt that as soon as I came into this reading. Astral House wanted to come out. Love, that's awesome. With that not broken heart, the heal your heartbeat. It's really showing that mended heart. So that is awesome that we have love coming through, because that's something really important is coming through for that right now. Pin, new job or career. We got in connection to fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Cool. Temptation will test you. Apple with that snake there. And handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Huh. Interesting. So, okay. Okay, so we got two different stories going on here, or something that could actually be connected in a different way. So it looks like the two stories that are coming through is there is something definitely coming through financially that wants to come through. But I feel like the reason why it feels like it's connected is it feels like it could be connected to this person that is helping mend the heartbeat, this love that's also coming through. That's spiritually elevating, which could make sense because, like, when you're feeling in love or love in general, like with a person, death, as I'm speaking, it's I'm so glad I checked that. The lovers underneath, death and the lovers. So I'm gonna take that out actually. When you're really that made me lose my train of thought. Right. So when you're feeling in that state of love and you're connecting with someone on a heart's, like a soul level, it really does open up a lot of things, because healing the heart through the act of love or being loved or allowing someone to love, like surrendering. Look, this bird is splayed out, allowing for its space to be open and vulnerable. And it's like allowing that to truly open and be expressed actually does allow the flow of energy in every space. So if you're trying to create more flow in physical or material abundance, and you're having a beautiful connection with another person, that actually will in turn open up the flow for more abundance to come in from for material wealth to be gained, because it's just the flow of love. The flow of love automatically opens up more flow for other stuff, because it's like, imagine if you're I got the full here. That's awesome. Imagine if you're creating, and you're so in love with someone, and you're creating, and you're just painting away in your heart's desire, or you're sewing away, or you're, you know, punching numbers. I don't care what you do. But if you're building a house, whatever, like whatever your deepest heart's desire is, it's like, it's saying right now is the time to actually cement it, because this connection that you're connecting with is healing, is helping to heal that last little bit of your heart that still's resistant to grounding the energy in, which is why this black tourmaline's coming in. Perfect. We got 3 cards that wanted to come out. Under the deck, Page of Wands. That right there. 3 that came out. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Well, that was really fast. 8 of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups. So it feels like, right, like with that Page of Wands really coming in as calling out this opportunity. And I'm going to get more information about the temptation will test you, because it's coming between Fox and a handshake. So it feels like there's opportunities, multiple, coming at you in the near future, especially with this Page of Wands, and really having to be connected and grounded in this healed heart space, this last little piece right here that needs to heal, really allowing it to do that, fully surrendering to the flow of this connection, really surrendering to the deepening of this connection. I mean, going to the deepest depths of this connection so that you can become whole with them. And say, this isn't another person. Say this is just you. Then that means the masculine and feminine aspects, healing the whole energy of ourselves. There's something about that last little piece. But it genuinely does feel like a love connection. Like this is a being outside of self. So I'm going to stick with that, because it feels like an upgrade is meant to happen here with this Fool, of the 2 beings merging. Like 2 actual beings. Nine of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. So again, this is why I feel like it's coming through with that business opportunity. It's like the leap of faith into deepening this connection actually expands the availability for opportunity, if that makes sense. Like, I'm seeing this portal open here to more opportunity, right? And this Knight of Cups is like sitting and looking at what opportunities to grab at with those. All, like, there's so many different things you can pick at because you have all these arms to work on them. So it's saying that you're going to be doing a lot of multitasking, actually, but you're going to have the foresight to discern what is and what isn't best to move on. So I think that's why this temptation card's coming in. It's like a final test to see if you'll take some sort of bait. And it's not like, I don't think it's a bad sort of bait. I think it's just one of those, this life is meant to be a lesson. With this handshake, meeting with a person, a stranger, could be important. Um, Hold on, let me grab all these because there's a bunch that popped out. Feeling tied down and frustrated. A bunch. I'm gonna look through them. I'm not gonna take these cards, but this does feel like it's in connection to what I was about to say, which is that there is some sort of double energy. With the temptation will test you. It feels like there'll be two opportunities that will come through, and the grounding of your energy, healing of the heart, and fully surrendering to the love connection is actually going to ground your being into being able to see the difference between the good option versus the bad option, or the options that's not meant for you. It's not that it's bad, it's just some things are just not meant for us. And what I'm getting, Bridge, you're gonna successfully overcome the challenge. Like, you're gonna see through this temptation. The test isn't gonna sway you, but this is coming out as almost like a warning. It feels like, because this one came out by itself. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. This temptation, if you were to take it, would lead you down a path that would make you feel that way, like something that is keeping you stifled. We got casket, someone going out of your life or end of a situation. Tulip, great passion. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. These came out separate from this one, so it was like they all flopped out on the floor, but this one was by itself. So this temptation that's coming through, Spirit is saying you're not going to have a problem figuring this one out. It's going to be easy, a successful thing to overcome. But if you were to take the bait, it would leave you feeling tied down and frustrated. And by you getting this warning or getting this intuitive hit ahead of time is basically a way to clear the way so that you don't even have this be an issue, because it's not meant to be an issue. That's why it's showing up. Like, it's very blunt, it's very obvious. This is actually going to close out a cycle, this final test. It's going to put a pin in the situation. Crown, honor, and respect will come to you. So that feels almost like something that someone, especially with this coming through, someone might have been putting out negative energy toward you. And this is talking about like karmic rebalancing. So if someone put some sort of negative energy out on your name, whether false accusations or whatever, if someone was talking ill about you or just sending negative energy your way, evil eye. This is saying that it's going to be karmically rebalanced so that things can start to go in a better way, and it's really going to put a pin in it so that it can button it up really, neatly. With the casket, especially, it's coming through like that. That's a final rest. With the tulip, it's like throwing that like you did give a lot of energy to this, and it was stealing energy from you. Something that your passion. I mean, that's like, that could be going to something, like the creation. This creation that you're trying to do, whether it be more creation toward this love connection that's showing up to deepen it, strengthen it, or the connection through this business venture that's also showing up. Huh. That's funny. Okay, so something's coming in for myself, and it feels like it's significant to the story. Fully surrendering to maybe some sort of venture that feels like it's too good to be true, or with this force, muddled, unclear thinking. Maybe people were putting doubts in your mind about you being able to accomplish this, but and it was, you know, like putting that chokehold on it. It's saying that this is finally getting that final nail in the coffin, so that can be put to rest. So I am going to put that energy to rest and close that chapter out, because as we saw, it's not going to be something that stops us from achieving our goal. What I do want to get is more information about this opportunity. And we got October, which is beautiful because we're in the month of October if you're watching it to date. This will be a timeless reading, of course. So if you are watching this and it is after October 2025, then just, I would say, the October that is closest to you is what this is talking about. So something beautiful is happening within this month for anybody who's watching now. Dogs getting together with friends. Ooh, that's awesome. That could really be showing something transpiring with somebody you truly trust. Ah, nice. We got stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity with the dogs coming through. So that could be that you're someone a friend, like someone you truly care about, a friend could come with like a really good opportunity to work together. Ink pot, problems to be resolved. What are these problems to be resolved? Excuse me. Funnel, period of frustration, lesson to be learned. Problem to be resolved. Bird flying, news is on the way. Okay, so it feels like with the ink pot and the funnel and the friend, that there will be some challenges that have to be worked out, that could get frustrating, especially if it's someone you care about. You don't want to like step on toes, but it feels like with this bird flying, news is on the way. It feels like there's some really awesome opportunity that this person is gonna present, and the temptation actually feels like, because it's coming between shrewdness, resourcefulness, especially in business. It's like, make sure you're making the right deal. Be shrewd about the right deal. Yeah, throne, position of authority. Make sure you're keeping your self in the throne. So it's like, just because you're friends with the person, don't let the temptation to shrink. It feels like, know your worth. Mountain road, you're on the road to success. Yeah, I believe that is exactly what source is trying to come through with this opportunity that this friend or close person is going to present. I think the temptation is actually just going to be the temptation to not actually speak up for what you want. You want the apple, so say you want the apple. Don't say, oh, I'll take the pear. No, you don't want the pear. You want the apple. That's a very simple analogy for that. But it's feeling like, don't sell yourself short, because it'll be more frustrating to get what you want if you try to funnel it into a small hole. You see, like, this is all like this gold, but trying to shove it into a tiny space isn't going to work. You got to open up the mouth of the funnel so that all of the gifts can come through. So really opening up back to that heart, healing it so that it can open, crack open, so that all of the truth can come out. So that way you're not, when you go on this new venture, you're coming from a place of authority, right? Like he's sitting on his throne. This fool is sitting on his throne. He's not taking just anything. So why is it connected to the love connection? That's what feels. Money will be coming to you. Frying pan. Trouble, accusations. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. And tent, temporary situation. Again, it's pointing to the fact that temporary situation, it's that last piece of the puzzle to being able to heal up, seal up the heart. I feel like what source is just trying to, what source is saying, what my guides and source are saying to me is that this last piece of the heart that's healing and mending right now is actually also the last piece to finally get over, and see that bird's eye view of another situation also, because it opens up the flow of clarity, because the flow of love opens up the flow of clarity. It allows things to sprout, transmute this last bit of tension, this maybe listening to some frequencies. I have right now, I have a forced Koshi chime playing in the background, 432 hertz from Aligned Muse. Thank you for that. I love putting on a frequency, but I mean, it feels perfect, especially with this card. See the vibrations in the background. It's really about feeling it. So having the vibration in your ear from the music, having, if you have access to tuning forks, vibration like that, if you have a tourmaline, the magnetic field, magnetic field in that. We have 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Queen of Wands underneath. 10 of Swords. It really, really feels like an upgrade to the connection is actually also going to heal. It feels like this connection is at the precipice of an upgrade, to a higher level. Some sort of, yeah, just to a higher level. It feels like it's getting upgraded really fast. Something is, and then it's going to actually increase the speed of the healing of so it's like a chain reaction. That's why all of this is coming through this business and love connection. It feels like love, a friend, is coming through to actually like heal the last bits of our hearts, so that we can move into a space of even more creation, because we're actually we're not in the position of that we're meant to be at. It feels like we're actually also awaiting an upgrade, like sitting and waiting for this upgrade to come in, drop in. And it's actually time to do so and have a lot of speed in both love and our our career. So it feels like something that like a personal venture that you're creating is actually looking to get an upgrade, and this other person um, coming through to give this opportunity is gonna pick up a lot of speed when once the temptation aspect of it to shrink is overcome. As we already saw, it is going to be overcome. You're going to move past that with no problem. Um, you're going to get everything that you want and more out of that venture. And you're also going to be healing a very deep wound in the heart that's been basically preventing other things from coming in, i.e., the business ideas, like just all sorts of stuff with this Page of Wands, like tons of creative inspirations trying to come in. And it feels like it's that chain reaction. But it is coming in now, which is awesome. Um, so that actually feels like a really beautiful place to stop, too, because it's like we have this last piece of our hearts being healed. We're deepening a connection, um, either within ourselves or with another being, which is what I feel it is, another being. And then that's going to open up some sort of floodgate um, to even more creation and to actually elevate our status in something else we've been working on career wise. So abundance coming in of material gain, which is nice. So really move forward in that way where you don't shrink yourself, ask for what you want in all things, love and this business venture, because it's going to come through. You're going to need your shrewdness and resourcefulness to get through this temptation to shrink. um, so don't shake the hand and say the deal is done until you feel like you've got your throne, you're in the throne, and you're in a place of authority so that you can get exactly what you want. Queen of Wands, get what you want. She's bold, she's assertive, she does not give a flying F if you don't like it. She's going to tell you what she wants, and you can take it or leave it. So, and she gets what she wants. So I hope that helped, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.